We are underway here in Las Vegas. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. You look at this Raiders defense.
And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He corrected.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. Out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Oh, Chanel, who got into
Ventures right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
23 yards the pickup there. First carry of the game from Zamir White. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. The Raiders at 5-8, 3 games under 500. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43.
They defer to White out of the shotgun.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
This defense for the Chiefs. You talk about this Chiefs defense.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Hurts.
That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Max Borghi,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Now 2nd and 3.
Mahomes going to throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Play action, it's Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front. Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Here's Daniel Whelan now.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And they work this out past the 25.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
They'll roll him out right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Lane.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
They'll go up the middle with White. Down to about the 37.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Devontae Adams. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Mahomes now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They can use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And past the 40. The 40's out of bounds.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Right, and his offense was staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground with White. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
The pickup there, and it's a first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told it puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
First down, here's White. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Opting to run again here with White. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And quickly they get to the line. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. He hits Adams. Good play. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lane. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. 4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Mahomes to throw once more.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And it is caught. And he's got this down to the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
43. First down, Chiefs.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Underneath route to Morgan. They find some open field here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
And that'll be caught by Toney. Down inside the 10. Touchdown. Kadarius Toney.
27 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And even 100 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. They go right back to White here on first down. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Well, now they'll try the end around.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
They run straight ahead here with White.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll get that out to the flat to White.
Touchdown, Raiders!
Zamir White from 3 yards out. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing now is Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete. It just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Mahomes now on first down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. He's got room to roam. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurts.
The left side throw complete to Adams.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And now off to the races down the right side.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time.
And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On the move to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. They'll dump this one off here to right.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Here's White.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Off the option, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal.
White.
And he showed a nice little juke, but then the window quickly closed. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Big play here, big play. Let's make something happen. Come on.
And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Caught on the right side by Adams. A great open field tackle that's going to stop him shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms that are going over the middle. 3rd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Raiders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up.
He's got a man, complete.
Down the left sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Devin Duvernay, 96 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On first down, Mahomes.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Roquan Smith able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Inside the 20.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the